बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम यक़ूलुल इंसानु यौमइज़िन अयनल मफ़र कल्ला ला वज़र इला रब्बिका यौमइज़िनिल मुस्तक़र सदक़ल्लाहु अलियुल अज़ीम. Lecture number 5 for the ninth class, how the minerals are required in our body. Tell some additional molecules also, although they are not in syllabus, in the current syllabus, but we have to discuss. Carbohydrate is significant requirement in our body. I told you glucose is the main molecule which takes place in respiration. So whatever we are eating, even we fats are eating, even we are eating fat, protein, carbohydrate will change into glucose, even protein will change into glucose by different enzymes. And on need come basis during Ramadan, even when we are not eating, the lipid molecule or fat molecules can also change into glucose. So main significant molecule in our body is the glucose, which takes part in respiration by reacting with oxygen. Vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D. These are the minerals. Vitamin C is also called ascorbic acid, and it is also needed to form collagen, to strengthen the collagen. What are the collagen? Collagen is the protein. Collagen is the protein which is present in the bone, which is present in the connective tissue, but it is present in the bone as well as in the cartilage. I will teach you skeletal system in the 10th class, and in which I will explain that bone and cartilage both are composed of collagen. We go back to the another type of vitamin A. This is very important because vitamin A consists of such thing by which it is able to combine with opsin. Why I am telling you that opsin is more important? Opsin is the part of the eye. Structure of eye you will see in the 10th class, and I will tell you that vitamin A can combine with opsin to form rhodopsin, to form the rhodopsin. This is very important, that opsin and the rod shaped cells which are present in the eye, they can only, rhodopsin can be formed in the eye by help of the vitamin A. So vitamin A facilitate formation of rhodopsin in the rod shaped cell. There are two cells present in the eye inner layer retina. I am not teaching you structure of eye, but just for some details. If the rod shaped cells will not form rhodopsin, you are not able to see at night time. Dim light, when there is dim light, you are unable to see. Similarly, another cells which are present in the eye, and they are the cone shaped cell. Cone shaped cells are not used here, but rhodopsin is formed by the vitamin. So this is very important. It is helping in the vision. Without rhodopsin, you are not able to see at the dim light or night time. At the daytime, you see by the cone shaped cell of the eye. So this is also a very important terms which I just wanted to explain now. Now another thing about the vitamin C. Vitamin C, I told you. Now calcium and iron, these are also significant terms. Calcium is the part of the bone. Calcium is the part of the bone. I will tell you that bones outermost layer are hardened. Bone outermost layer are hardened by the deposition of the calcium phosphate. So calcium phosphate is present at outermost layer of the bone. Our bones are hard due to deposition of the calcium. Our teeth are hard due to deposition of the calcium. And calcium help in muscle cell, calcium help in the neuron cell. Mostly calcium gates, which you will study in second year class, that calcium gates a significant role in the muscle cell, otherwise our muscles will not work. And iron also very important. Iron is present in hemoglobin. Students, I will tell you, I was telling you red blood cell, that red blood cell is without nucleus, so that more and more hemoglobin can come. Hemoglobin composed of central atom of hemoglobin is iron, and iron combined with oxygen to form, iron help in the transport of oxygen. So hemoglobin combined with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. So iron important role in transporting of oxygen. Iron not only present in hemoglobin, also present in the myoglobin, which is another pigment found in the muscles to store oxygen for some time. So calcium and lipid is also called fat. Two type of lipids are there. When lipid containing carbon single bond, if there is a single bond between carbon and carbon in the lipids, those are saturated fatty acids. Those are saturated fatty acids. Two type of fatty acids combine to form the lipids, mean the molecules which combine to form the lipids, they are fatty acids and glycerol. I discussed in the class. Two type of fatty acids can form the lipid. One type of fatty acids are saturated fatty acids and other type is unsaturated fatty acid. I will tell you that what is the difference between saturated fatty acid and the unsaturated fatty acid. When there is a single bond between carbon and carbon, that is the saturated fatty acid, and when there is a double bond, double or triple bond between the carbon and carbon, carbon double bond, like alkene, alkyne, you will study in chemistry. Carbon double bond is present, that is the alkene. Carbon double bond is present, not triple bond is not present in the fatty acids, in the lipids. So these fatty acids. Now I am telling you much important point in reference to your health. Saturated fatty acids are good for your health. Saturated fatty acids are good for your health. Reason, because they are in oil form and they will not cause myocardial infarction. I told you myocardial infarction in the last lecture, which is the clot in coronary artery in the form of the plaque, in the form of the thrombus. So clot will not form, lipid will not deposit in the coronary artery, and heart attack will not occur. Unsaturated fatty acid exist in the form of the lipid and the oil form, and the point is that unsaturated are good. Reason that unsaturated fatty acid exist in liquid form and saturated fatty acid exist in the oil form, in the saturated fatty acid exist in the solid form. So which fatty acids are more useful? We are discussing why unsaturated fatty acids are more useful for our health and saturated fatty acids are not much useful. Reason that saturated fatty acid exist in the solid state and unsaturated fatty acid exist in oil state. That's why vegetable oil is more important than vegetable ghee. So that is the point. Once again I will tell you, this is vegetable oil in the liquid form, in the market it is available, and saturated fatty acid is in solid form. This is good for health because that is liquid at the room temperature. It will not clot in your arteries, it will not cause heart attack. Protein molecule I discussed, that is very important, and monomer of the protein, amino acid. Minerals we are discussing that calcium is a mineral, and vitamin D is used in the bones. Vitamin D is very important in strengthening the bones and it increases the level of calcium ion. Reason, because parathormone, which is help in the deposition of calcium, that is also increase the strength of the bone. Calcium and phosphorus, these are two chemicals which are required by the bones, because outermost layer of our bone consists of calcium phosphate, and calcium phosphate will makes the bones hard. Calcium phosphate formula Ca3PO4, PO4 bracket 2 Ca plus 3 PO4 minus 2, positive negative radical cross multiplication will take place and calcium phosphate formula will be formed. So if you are, look here, now I will discuss one thing about the vitamin D. Vitamin D make closer calcium and phosphate, mean positive radical, negative radical, they will come closer and they both will form calcium phosphate, and they both will, these minerals will strengthen our bones, our skeletal system. If they will not form, the disease will occur, disease of joints occur, osteoporosis. If they will not form, the disease of the joints occur, osteomalacia. Another disease occur, osteoarthritis. Another disease occur, osteorheumatoid arthritis. So disease of the bone will take place when calcium will not be available. So dear students, protein is very necessary for our body, especially for the children. If the protein deficiency take place at the 12 months child, when the child is, in that time the child need excessive protein for the growth, because protein is the integral part of our cell membrane. Lipoprotein, you know, integral part of various structures in our body. Ribosome is forming. That disease is called kwashiorkor. Another disease of the protein which is caused due to lack of the protein, marasmus. And marasmus and kwashiorkor is common in developing countries. Goiter is a disease which is caused due to excessive secretion of the throat. Look here, in the throat, this is important. In the throat, one gland is present, thyroid gland. Thyroid gland grow properly when your intake is iodine. When iodine is there, thyroid gland will grow properly. When thyroid gland grow properly, it will secrete thyroxine hormone. Thyroxine hormone will control your growth, your length, your height, your IQ level, your physique will be good. If the thyroxine will not secrete, so that will be cause underdeveloping disease, mean that you will be undergrowth. So thyroid gland abnormal, the one outgrowth occur. Did you see some old women or even young people having some outgrowth at the throat in your village? Those are due to lack of iodine. That's why you are listening the marketing ads in the television that iodine salt must be used, because they just want to inoculate iodine in the form of the salt. So iodine requirement is very important. Iodine is the mineral. When you will not take insufficient iodine, the disease is called as the goiter, because that decrease the efficiency of thyroid gland, also increase the throat due to excessive size of thyroid gland, that is abnormal thyroid gland. Another disease which is called due to lack of hemoglobin, lack of the iron, sickle cell hemoglobin cause, in which the hemoglobin is unable to transfer the oxygen, and oxyhemoglobin will not form. So the disease related with the transport of the oxygen will be formed when the hemoglobin will be lacking iron, because integral part of hemoglobin is iron. So these are the minerals which are required in our body. I hope you will take care of these minerals. Dear students, this was a lecture about use of the minerals in your body.